Hi students, very good morning. I hope that you have written exam well. Okay, let us go into the today's session. We are going to, till now we have learned something, the initial concentration to find the order of the reaction in a rate law equation, right? See, I hope that you are all perfect in finding out the order of the reaction, right? Now we shall go with respect to zero order kinetics. Okay, means the order is itself zero, right? Let us consider a reactant. It is getting converted into the product. Okay, reactant getting into converted into the product, and we are assuming that it is a zero order reaction. Okay, then what happens? R can be written as rate is equal to something like will be equal to K into concentration of the reactant power 0, because we are first itself we are considering. See, based on this equation we can't say, already we have learned till now. Based on this equation we can't tell the order of the reaction. It is highly experimental, and we have got A power 0, means what it is, that rate is equal to rate constant. So rate of a reaction is equal to the rate constant, means as time is going on increasing, see, according to time, means time is going on increasing, what happens to the concentration of the reactant? It goes on decreasing, but rate of reaction is not affected, means the rate will be constant. Suppose it has started, suppose if you assume in terms of physics, if a reaction is going with 20 kilometers per hour, the reaction will be going on with the same speed, because the rate of the reaction is not at all depending upon the concentration. See, rate of the reaction is not at all depending upon the concentration. Rate is independent of the concentration of the reaction. So rate remains constant, but what happens to the concentration of the reactant? As the time goes on increasing, the concentration of the reactant goes on decreasing, and the rate of the reaction remains constant, because rate is independent of the concentration in zero order. Okay, so you will be getting R is equal to K. Rate of the reaction will be equal to rate constant. Suppose if you plot a graph, okay, between rate of the reaction with respect to A, concentration of the reactant. So what happens? Rate is independent of the concentration. So you will be getting a straight line. Now rate with respect to time, as the time is going on increasing, what is happening to the rate? See, concentration of the reactant is going on decreasing, but the rate of the reaction is not at all decreasing. It is going on with the same speed. So rate is independent of the time, rate is independent of the initial concentration with respect to zero order reaction. Now let us go for integrated rate law equation. Okay, so rate, already we have written this formula here, R is equal to K into A naught, and this one rate also can be written as this is reactant, minus 1 by 1 dA by dt. Clear? Now I am taking dA by dt is equal to, see, these two rates are same. These are two equations. Rate is common, so K A power naught 0 will be equal to minus 1 by 1 dA by dt. So minus 1 by 1 dA by dt will be equal to K into concentration of A whole power 0. And you know that A power 0 is equal to 1. So dA by dt will be minus dA by dt will be equal to K. If you send minus this side, what happens? dA by dt will be equal to minus K. If you send dt this side, what happens? dA will be equal to minus K dt. And if you integrate the equation, this one, if you integrate this one is here, it is concentration. So initial concentration to the final concentration, what is remained from initial time initial it will be 0, right? So complete reactant will be present there to the final time wherever you are taking the reaction. So this equation is integrated with respect to time. This side it is integrated with respect to concentration of the reactants. So now this one you can write it as concentration. See, upper one you will be getting A, below one A naught. This is A naught. This is constant, minus K will come outside, and you can integrate only time. Time is from upper is T, below is 0. So upper limit is T, lower limit is 0. Right. So now let us assume that at time is equal to 0, means it is the starting point of the equation. At time is equal to 0 means reaction is not at all started, only the reactants are present. Reaction is not at all started, only the reactants are present. Okay, at time is equal to 0. So what will be the concentration? It will be equal to the initial concentration whatever you are taking. After some time t, what will be the concentration? The concentration A that is left out. Okay. So as you have done A naught. So what happens? Upper limit minus lower limit. A with A. See, concentration A, final concentration, minus this one, A naught. This is the final concentration. Minus K. T with this one, T into 0. So it will become T minus 0. A minus A naught, okay, will be equal to minus KT. So if you send A naught this side, what happens? It will become plus A naught. So A is equal to, what is A? It is the final concentration that has been left out. Always remember, students, many students will be confusing here. What is mean by A? Amount of the concentration of the reactant that has been left out, not finished, left out. Right? So you will be getting the final concentration will be equal to the initial concentration minus KT. Okay? If you plot the graph, concentration with respect to time. So initially, if you take this point as 0, means starting point, T is equal to 0. So it is having some concentration. This is the initial concentration. What happens to the concentration as the time is going on increasing? It goes on decreasing. So it makes some angle. So this point is initial concentration. You are plotting a graph with concentration with respect to time. And you know that slope is equal to tan theta, that is equal to minus K. Okay. Next. If you want half-life of this reaction, what is mean by half-life? Means half of the reactant has been consumed in the reaction. Half-life means the time taken for the reactant to get to its half of its original state. You are having some compound X. From X is converted to X by 2. Some time will be consumed, right? That time, whatever that has been consumed for the initial concentration to get into its half of the concentration, that time is called as half-life of that particular reaction. So half-life of the reaction, it is time in which the reaction completes 50%. 50% reaction is completed. How much time it has been taken? That time is called as T half. Okay. Suppose this is the equation A is equal to A naught minus KT. What I am telling? 50% completion I am asking. Okay. Initial concentration which will be half, final concentration whatever that has been left out. 50% completed means 50% is remained. So A naught by 2 is remained. This is A naught minus K and T is taken as T half. So A naught by 2, if you send this T half, this A naught this side, what happens? A naught by 2 minus A naught it becomes. Okay. So minus A naught by 2 minus K T half. Minus will be cancelled. So it is A naught by 2 will be equal to K into T half. Okay. And T half will be equal to A naught by 2K. So for zero order reaction, what is the half-life? It is initial concentration by 2K. And this reaction and this T half is only applicable for 1 mole of reactant. Okay. 1 mole of A, it is getting converted into product. Suppose it is 3 by 2, 2A or 3A getting converted to product. Then this T half is not applicable. This T half is equal to A naught by 2K, and this formula is applicable only when reactant is of 1 mole, it is getting converted into product. Okay. Next, lifetime of a reaction means a reaction has started, it should be completely finished. Okay. Completely. No reactant should be present at the end of the reaction. Means you are starting with a reactant, it is getting completely converted into product. No reactant is remained. Then that time, whatever it has been taken for the complete conversion of the reactant into the product, that time is called as T lifetime. Okay, T lifetime or time in which 100% reaction completes. Okay, that is called as lifetime of the reaction. So if I go for the equation, A is equal to A naught minus KT, and this is what has been remained, what amount of the concentration has been remained, it is 0. So A naught minus KT, this is lifetime. Okay, and if you make subject as T lifetime, it will be equal to A naught by K, initial concentration by K, it gives what? T lifetime. Suppose I am taking the initial concentration as 100. See, 100 to 50 means 50% is completed. What is the time taken now? This time it is called as T half. What will be the T half? T half will be equal to A naught by 2K. From 50 to 0, the time is A naught by 2K. Okay. Same 50% completion only here too. 50 to 0 also 50% completion. This is zero order, not first order. For zero order reaction, how much time it has been taken for the completion of 50%, the same time taken will be completion of the remaining 50%. Suppose if I take A 100%, A naught I am taking initially as 100. 100 has been converted to 90. It has taken time T. Means for completing of 10 moles. Suppose if I take 100 moles, 10 moles have been finished and 90 moles have been remained. Let me assume that the time it has taken is T. from 90 to 80 also, it will take only t. So for consumption of 10 moles, it takes time t. Here also from 10 to 80 to 70 also, it takes time t. It also from here to here also, it takes time t. So if I ask the question, initially I am starting with 100, something 40 has been remained at the last. How many times has been taken? If 100 to 90, the time taken is t1. Okay. So 100 to 90 it is t1. How many T1s have been taken for the conversion of the reaction starting with 100 moles to remaining last 40 moles? So it is here to here T1, 1 T1, 2 T1, 3 T1, 4 T1, 5 T1, 6 T1. So the time taken is 6 T1 if the reaction starts with 100 and the last remaining is 40. Okay. So now let us go with respect to some examples. Okay, here you are having a question. What is this telling? For A, it is getting converted to product. You are having a reactant getting converted into product to be of zero order, and he has mentioned the order of the reaction, means it is zero order reaction. Okay. If time taken for 50% completion is 2 minutes, means initially something has taken, for that one to complete 50%, the time taken has been 2 minutes. Find the time taken for 75% completion of the reaction. He is asking for 75% how much time it has been taken. And you know that A is equal to A naught minus KT, T is equal to this, he is asking time only, no? So if you send this one this side, what happens? A minus A naught. If you send minus A naught minus A by K, it becomes. And he has mentioned already 50%. Initially A naught. Afterwards, see, if you take this one A naught, this one should be A naught by 2 because he is taking 50% completion. Or if you take A naught is equal to 100, A will be equal to 50. 50% has been completed and 50 has been remained. So what will be the time? 100 minus 50 by K. Okay. And the time he has mentioned as 2 minutes. Okay. This is the first equation. T is 2 minutes, A naught is A naught minus A. This one is 50% completed, so it is A naught by 2 by K. You can take anyway, you can take values 100, 50, you can take 100 minus 50, you can take, or A naught minus A naught by 2, you can take. Nothing happens. So this is the first equation for 75% completion. Okay, A naught will be equal to 100, A will be equal to 25, means 75% completed means 25% has been remained. The time is, he is asking the time. So it is A naught minus A by K, 100 minus 25 by K. Here you can take it as 100 minus 50 by K. You divide 1 by 2 or 2 by 1 equation, then the time will be, you will be getting as 3 minutes. Clear, students? Or in simply you can calculate the value of K here. 100 minus 50. Okay, 50 will be getting 2 is equal to 50 by K and K will be equal to 25. You substitute this value here. 25. You make subject here K. So what will be getting K here? It is 100 minus 50 means 50 by K you will be getting. If you send K this side, it will become 50 by 2. It will become 25. You substitute here 25. 100 minus 25 by 25. It will become 75 by 25. And 75 by 25 means it is 3 times. So answer will be 3 minutes. Clear? Let us take one more question. You pause the video and try to solve this. For A getting converted to product, it is a zero order. If T half is 2 minutes, find the time required for the 33.3% completion. Okay? 50% means, so pause the video, students. 1, 2, 3. Okay, right. I hope that you have got the answer. Now I am solving the question. T half is equal to A naught minus A by K. T half will be equal to what? 100 minus 50 by K and K will be equal to 25. Clear? This one, A naught minus A by K. This is the formula, right? What is A? Here in 33%. For 33% completion means 100 minus 33.3, 66.66 has been remained. This is completion. See, always A naught minus A. This A is nothing but how much of the substance that has been remained. So how much it has been remained? 66.6. So T is equal to 100 minus 66.66 by K. K is 25. So that you will be getting answer as 1.3332. Take one more question. For a reaction, the time required for 20% completion is 40 minutes. And 40% completion is 80 minutes. Find the order of the reaction and the rate constant. This is hit and trial method. Okay. See, again I am repeating the question. Generally this is zero order because we are talking with respect to zero order. Okay. You calculate. How means? First you calculate for 20%. You calculate the value of K. And calculate for 40% also. Then calculate the value of K. If both the K values are equal, then it belongs to that particular order. Okay. See here, again I am repeating the question. For a reaction, the time required for 20% completion is 40 minutes and 40% completion is 20 minutes. Find the order of the reaction and rate constant. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Right, I am going to explain the answer. Right. Take this. Sorry students for slight disturbance. First, whenever you get this one, after completion of this entire chapter, you will be getting doubt whether it belongs to zero order, first order or second order. But till now you have no doubt because you are studying first itself zero order, right? So automatically this question will be zero order. So first you should go for hit and trail method. First you should check whether it is zero order. If it is not zero order, then you will be going for first order. Okay, how to calculate first order? We will be learning with respect to first order reactions. If K is same, in zero order reaction K is same, then it is zero order. If K is same in first order, it is first order. In first order, if it is K is same, okay, in zero order you are learning, if K is same, it is zero order. If K is not same in zero order, then you will be going for first order. If it is same in first order also, it is confirmed as first order. If it is not same, then you will be going for the second order. Okay. So second order is not in our syllabus. We have only the first order and the second order. So this is the equation for the zero order. You calculate for the first thing, A is equal to A naught minus KT, and A 20% completed means 80% has been remained. A naught is taken as 100 minus K into T. T is 40 minutes. Okay, K you will be getting 1 by 2. So this is the value what you have calculated for 20% completion. Now you calculate the K for 60% completion. Sorry, 40% completion. A is equal to A naught minus KT. So 40% completed means 60% has been remained. So it is 100 minus K. T time heat has been given as 80 minutes and K is equal to half. So for 20% completion, that K value is half, and for 40% completion also K value is also equal to half. As K value is same when we are calculating with respect to zero order, then the order of the reaction is 0. This is the thing what you will be learning with respect to the zero order reaction problems. This is for today students. I hope that you have written the exam well, right? Practice the problems whatever that are in your material with respect to zero order. Okay, thank you, have a nice day, bye.